ArsenalFanTV, what do you make of it today?
It was a bit of a mishmash for me. First 70 minutes was very boring, and I found it very frustrating that we couldn't break them down. Like Lee said, we should have had some width. There was no penetration, all the sideways passing. We seem to just lack confidence, and
that's understandable though. It's going to be understandable. After the past couple of games, they've been criticised heavily, including on here. I mean, they're going to be nervous.
But why did Ozil still disappear against West Brom? The big questions need to be asked. Mesut Ozil still disappeared. No, he disappeared.
He did have the assist for the winner, though.
He showed up for the assist. I'll give him that.
Well,
but
that do me, man.
That
do me 3 points.
In 90 minutes of football, Rob, Dennis Bergkamp never. Exactly, that's where I was going. If he wants 300, 200k, he needs to put in a better performance than that. Now, if we go by the standards of Dennis Bergkamp and the rest of them, these guys don't deserve what they're asking for.
No ArsenalFanTV around when Dennis Bergkamp was playing.
No, but I know, but they don't deserve.
He would have got stick there as well. I know he would have.
They don't deserve what they're asking for. Those guys put in the shift. These guys aren't putting in a shift. The only guy that put in a decent shift today was Alexis Sanchez. And even then, there wasn't anybody running into the box. Thank goodness eventually Giroud scored. But the fact remains that we still don't have that fox in the box. I was telling my son during the game, we needed Perez to come on. And I'm glad that Wenger brought him on eventually, even though it took the 75th minute to do it. Because I was saying the magical minute hadn't arrived for him to bring him on. But you see, the reality here is that we need to be more tactical about how we play against these teams. Crystal Palace is coming next week. What is he going to do? Is it going to be lost for ideas against Allardyce? Allardyce is going to, set 2 banks of 4 again. But Wenger, long ball, and then Wenger will run out of ideas. We need to change the way we play. The mentality needs to change from top to bottom. There's something fundamentally wrong with the club.
Are we sort of like using results that have gone past to then overshadow like today? Because Chelsea only beat them 1-0. Chelsea only beat Sunderland 1-0.
I know.
Chelsea only beat Crystal Palace 1-0.
That's what we used to do before. That's the 1-0 to the Arsenal we used to do.
We've done it today, but you're still moaning.
But we're not consistent about it. That's the problem. Next week now, we could actually end up drawing to Crystal Palace or actually losing if we're not careful. They've got a new manager. They want to play out of their skins. And then Flamini will put up a fantastic performance or something. And then, you see, Wenger just seems to cop it sometimes when it comes to all these new managers joining new teams. I just think that tactically, Wenger is past it. These younger managers, this younger generation of managers seem to have a way of running rings around him. Guardiola did that in the second half against Man City. Klopp knows how to do it. Simeone and all these guys seem to know what's going on in football. But Wenger keeps thinking he can play football the way he's imagined it from his office. That's not how it works anymore. All these stats, all these DNA stats he's got and all that, the real life of football is actually being very tactical during the game. Changing, responding to what the opposition has brought on. Not sitting back for 70 minutes and watching dull football. I mean, it was frustrating watching it. I was in the upper stand and it was freezing.
If it works, right? Because you know what? It's easy. So I find it sometimes, right? When it's your own club and you're watching it, you'll be saying exactly what you just said.
Yes.
If you was a neutral sitting in the stand at Liverpool the other night. My brother rang me up the other night and said, "You see that, Robbie? You see Liverpool?
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. Look at Arsenal when we went there, we got beat.
Yeah.
Look at the bottle that Liverpool showed against Everton." That's what my brother rang me up and said. I said, okay. I said, what about when they have a couple of weeks ago at Bournemouth?
When they came on stock,
when they were winning 3-1. I go, if that had been Arsenal, you would have rung me up and you would have said, they bottled it. He said, well, yeah, actually. So sometimes when we're watching our own team, and you make points that are true.
Thank you.
But sometimes when we're watching our own team, other neutrals will be watching this today and say, listen, Arsenal deserved the win. They kept going, they kept thing. Wenger saw that it weren't working with that. He switched it up. We got a 1-0 win. Job done. 3 points next game.
I think the other problem we have at the club, very good points you just made, but I think the other problem we have is the nature of the Emirates itself, the setup of the Emirates. The fans are not responding properly to the team because it was quite boring. No one was actually geeing up the team to actually score goals. It was until, I think, 5 minutes to the end, we started hearing a lot of noise from the fans. The thing needs to start from the first minute to the 90th minute. We shouldn't let opposition fans actually outsing us. I think I could have counted the West Brom fans on the back of my hand. but they were making more noise than us at a certain stage. All these prawn sandwich brigade people that seem to be invading the stadium, we just need to get more. We need to get more regulars in to actually cheer on the boys.
We're doing a little campaign on it. Join up with us.
Yeah, I think I'll join you. I'll join you. I'll definitely join you.
Respect, man.
Nice one.
Good.